Can't hear you.
I muted myself instead of muting.
Yeah. Well, good thing you can still hear me.
Hi.
Great. Okay, now I'm muting everyone.
Okay.
Mute all. Okay, so today's class is Rebirth going into Yin. A very mellow class today for everyone. We can begin in the front of our mats in an easy cross leg. Coming into a little meditation before we begin our warm-ups. You can allow one heel in front of the other, or you can kind of stack your ankles on top of each other, whichever feels good for you. Allow your palms to rest on your knees as you shift back onto your sit bones. Roll your shoulders up and then down towards your hips. You can begin to flip your palms so your wrists are resting on your knees. And continue to shift back. Maybe your arms start to straighten out here. Close your eyes. And of course, open up those internal eyes. As we take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, lift your chest. And with an exhale, gently contract your lower abdomen. Begin to create that wave-like motion within your belly, and allowing the rest of your body to be completely still. I'm doing a quick body scan. Begin to bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Slowly drawing that awareness down to your eyes. So you begin to unclench your jaw, relieving any tension around the eyes and the nose. And slowly drawing that energy down towards your shoulders. Notice if you're tensing up your shoulders, can you draw your shoulders a little more down towards the earth? Relaxing the muscles in your arms. Are you pressing into your wrists? Or are you just allowing your wrists to gently rest against your knees? Release tension around your belly. All the way down towards your hips. Notice if you're tensing up your quads. All of the muscles in your body, your legs, allow them to relax. Relax your ankles. The heels of your feet and your toes. Noticing where there's tension, where there's stiffness. And allow your breath to flow into those tight spaces. Setting your intention for today's practice. Allowing your mind to focus in on one intention. What's something you'd like to conquer in today's practice? Maybe that's your breath. Connection of breath and body. Maybe we're expanding our hearts this morning. We're practicing non-judgment. Not judging ourselves, not judging others. Just bringing in more compassion into our hearts. And on your next inhale, bring palms together at heart center. As you set your intention, take 3 powerful deep breaths. On your next inhale, extend arms up overhead as you flutter your eyes open. Allow your palms to face each other. Lengthen through the spine on an inhale. On an exhale, twist to the right. Placing left knee or left palm on right knee. And allow your right wrist to rest against your tailbone. As you inhale, lengthen. Lifting your chest, lifting your chin. Gaze out on your right shoulder. 2 more breaths here. And release, come back to center. Inhale, extend arms up overhead, lengthen through the spine, draw shoulders down. Exhale, twist to the left. Bringing right palm on left knee. Allow your left wrist to rest against your tailbone as you lengthen. And with an exhale, twist a little deeper. Gaze out at that left shoulder. Feel that massage throughout your abdomen. Release, come back to center. On your next inhale, circle arms up overhead this time. Lengthen through the spine. On an exhale, roll onto your knees, coming into a tabletop. Allow your wrists to rest underneath shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck toes on an inhale, drop belly, gaze up. Exhale, round and curl, bringing chin to chest. Inhale, drop belly, gaze up. Nice. Exhale, round and curl. And do 3 more of your cat-cow warm-ups. Moving at your own pace. And try to keep your elbows locked and straight as possible in your cat-cow. Just moving your belly, your spine. As we hydrate our spine. Nice. Come back to a neutral tabletop. On your next inhale, bring right palm underneath your chest. Inhale, extend left arm up. Exhale, bring left arm threaded underneath right. Bringing left temple to the ground. Start to shift your body onto your left knee as you press into right palm. Lift right leg off the ground. Stay here for 3 breaths. If you'd like to work on your balancing, extend left, right arm up and wrap it around your back. You can continue to press your right palm into the ground. Nice. Exhale, bring right knee to the ground. Inhale, extend left arm up. This time we're going to do 3 circles with your left arm going clockwise. Move your body with the circles here. Gaze up at your palm. And then go the opposite direction, counterclockwise, 3 circles. Nice. Come back to your tabletop. Left palm underneath your chest. Inhale, extend right arm up. Exhale, thread right arm underneath left. Right temple to the ground, right ear to the ground. Shift your body weight onto your right knee as you lift left leg up. You can stay right here. You can wrap your left arm around your back. You can even begin to lift your right toes off the ground. Start to point your toes up towards the ceiling. And release, bring left knee to the ground. Inhale, extend right arm up. Exhale, make 3 big circles going clockwise with your right arm. Gaze at your palm as you make those circles. Ooh. And then going counterclockwise 3 times. Just creating some movement within our shoulder blades. And come back to center in your tabletop. Walk palms up about 1 inch or 2, and then circle out your hips in your dancing lion. Connecting breath with body, breath with movement. With an inhale, circle your hips towards your wrists. With an exhale, sink them back towards your feet. Press into your fingertips. Start to make that connection with your palms and your yoga mat. You can make very natural movements here. There's really no wrong way to do your dancing lions. You can bend your elbows as much as you need to. You can sway from side to side with your hips. Just creating very organic flows here. And waking up all of our joints. Nice. And on an exhale, shift back into a child's pose. Widen your knees about the width of the mat. Press into your palms. Walk your hands up towards the front of the mat. Stretch out your arms. Lengthen through the spine. And then release. Allow your heart to surrender into the mat. Forehead to the ground. Lengthen through the neck. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. And release any pressure in your forearms and the palms of your hands. Just naturally fold. We begin to wake up our hips. Feel the stretch in your ankles. 5 deep breaths here. Press into your palms, shift forward, tuck your toes, and shift back into a down dog. You can keep your legs as wide as the mat in your down dog, and then pedal out your knees or your feet, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, lift your heels, stretch out your toes, and exhale, sink your heels back onto the ground. Start to walk your feet in, about hips width distance this time. Press into your fingertips. Start to connect with your Ujjayi breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Gazing up at your hands, you can begin to walk, jump, or float to the front of your mat. Coming into your ragdoll. Feet are about hips width distance, so to measure that out, you can make fists with your hands, bring them in between your feet, and then just measure out that distance. You can heel toe your feet in or out if you need to. Bend your knees as much as possible to allow your belly to rest on your thighs. Bring chin to chest and grab hold of opposite elbows. And sway. Side to side. Sway forward and backward. Back. Just feel that nice subtle release of pressure within your hips, your hamstring. It's naturally fold. Continue to connect with your breath. And release your elbows or the grip on your elbows as you slowly come up one vertebra at a time. Press into your heels as you do so. Bring chin to chest until the crown of your head comes up last. Roll shoulders back. Coming into our mountain pose in the front of our mats. Feet are still about hips width distance. Press into your heels. Roll your thighs inward. Palms face out in front of you. Roll shoulders back and down towards your hips. Lengthen through the spine. 3 powerful breaths here as we ground ourselves, as we lengthen through the spine. Very nice, everyone. Bring your feet together, ankles together if you can, knees together. On your next inhale, palms to heart center. Slightly tuck your tailbone in. Make sure you're still lengthening through the crown of your head. And on your next inhale, extend arms all the way up. Shift your hips forward and exhale, fold. Frame your feet, step your right foot back, drop right knee to the ground. Inhale, extend arms up. Nice. Exhale, frame left foot, step your left foot back in a down dog. Inhale, shift forward, drop your knees, chin and chest as you slide into your cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale, swing arms all the way up, palms together at heart center. Inhale, circle arms up, feel that energy through your fingers. Exhale, snail your way through or snake your way through into cobra. Tuck toes, shift back into down dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, drop left knee to the ground. Extend arms up. Very good. Exhale, frame right foot, lift left knee, step left foot to meet right. Inhale, palms together as you lengthen, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice, everyone. And our next moon salutation on our left side. Inhale, extend arms, lengthen, shift your hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, frame your feet, step your left foot back, drop left knee to the ground. Come up into your lunge. Very good. Exhale, frame right foot, step right foot back into your down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest. Slide through into your cobra. Exhale, shift into down dog or child's pose. Inhale, circle arms all the way up. Bring palms together at heart center. Inhale, circle arms all the way up. Exhale, slide through. Inhale into your cobra. Tuck toes, shift back into down dog. Step left foot forward, drop right knee to the ground. Inhale, extend arms. Exhale, press into your palms. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, palms together as you lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. We're going to do this one more time. This is our flowy moon salutation. Inhale, extend arms all the way up, shift hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, frame your feet, step right foot back, drop right knee to the ground. Extend arms all the way up. Draw shoulders down, hips shift forward. Exhale, frame left foot, step left foot back into down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, knees, chin, chest, slide through to cobra. Exhale, into child's pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up, circle them, and bring palms together at heart center. Inhale, circle arms all the way up, slide through into your cobra. Tuck toes, shift back into down dog. Step your right foot forward, drop left knee to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame right foot, step left foot forward, palms together as you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And one more time on the left. Inhale, sweep arms up. Lengthen through the spine, lead your hips forward. Exhale, fold. Frame your feet, step left foot back, drop left knee. Inhale, sweep arms up into your low lunge. Shift your hips forward. Exhale, frame right foot. Step right foot back into your down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Knees, chin, and chest slide through into your cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale, circle arms all the way up. Bring palms together at heart center. Inhale, circle arms up, and then slide through your snake into cobra. Good. Exhale into child or down dog. Step your left foot forward, drop right knee to the ground. Inhale, sweep arms up. Woo. Exhale, frame left foot, step right foot forward. Inhale, press into palms as you lengthen. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. We're going to go into our warrior stance. So taking your left foot, step back at a 45-degree angle. Your left toes are pointing forward. Left hip points forward as well. Bend into your right knee. We're coming into warrior one. Extend arms up overhead. You can bring palms together. If this is difficult, you can bend elbows. You can interlace your thumbs. That's also very helpful. And if you'd like to deepen your warrior one, you can either heel toe that right foot forward or just step that left foot back a bit more. Press into the outer edges of that left foot. Lengthen through the spine. Bend into that right knee. Notice I'm bringing that right knee towards the right corner of my mat. That's going to help me with my alignment, keeping that right knee stacked on top of that right ankle. Very good. 2 more breaths here. Continue to straighten out that left leg, straighten out that left knee. On an exhale, take that left arm, we're going to circle it down and back, opening you up to warrior 2. You can step your left toes in a 90-degree angle if you'd like to widen out your hips a bit. Again, continue to slide that right knee towards the right corner of your mat. Notice if you're poking out your tailbone. Bring your tailbone back in, engage your core, press shoulder blades together. Gaze out at your right fingers. Extend them forward, flip your palm, and exalt your warrior. Gaze down at your left foot. Slide that left palm down your left leg. Lengthen through your right side body. Exhale, bring right elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend left arm up. Left bicep to left ear. Breathe. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Press your shoulder blades together. Lengthen through your left side body. Very good. 2 more breaths here. Notice if you're pressing all of your weight onto that right knee. Continue to engage your core. Release the pressure on your right knee. And slowly come up into your warrior 2. Straighten out your right leg. Pull that right hip back as you extend right arm forward and fold into your triangle. You can press your right palm onto your ankle. You can even see if you can bring it to the ground, either to the inside of your right foot or to the outside of your right foot. Good, everyone. Exhale, fold forward onto your right knee. Notice here, if your left foot is at a 90-degree angle, your left heel is going to slide back so that your left foot is back at that 45-degree angle. Frame your right foot as you inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Continue to square off your hips. Pull that right hip back. Bring your left hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. This time, roll onto your left toes as you bend your right knee. Coming into your high lunge. Bring left palm underneath left shoulder. Twist over to the right, bring right palm to right hip. You can stay right here. Notice if your right knee starts to pull out towards the right. Bring it back in, make that connection with your right knee and left armpit. You can extend right arm up. Very good, everyone. And exhale, frame your right foot, engage your core. Send your right leg all the way up. Stack your hips, bend right knee, and make 2 big circles with your right knee. Going clockwise, counterclockwise. Extend your right leg back up. This time we're squaring our hips. Right toes point towards the ground. And then slowly bring your right foot down. Inhale, shift into a plank. And exhale, lower into your flow. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Shift back into down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Connect with your ujjayi breathing. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Continue to fold with your hips. See if you can gaze at your belly button or the tops of your thighs. And start to look up towards your hands. You can step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Making our way back to the front of our mats. And then we're gonna go into our left side. So bring that right foot back. 45-degree angle, so your right toes are pointed forward. Right hip is forward as well. Bend into that left knee. Again, if you'd like to deepen your practice, you can always heel toe that left foot forward. Woo. And bend into it, sinking your hips a little deeper. As you do that though, make sure your right hip is still pointed forward. So you're still squaring off your hips here. Shifting that left knee towards the left corner of your mat, that's going to help you keep your alignment and extend arms up overhead. Notice if you're raising shoulders, draw shoulders down. Bring palms together if you'd like. And lengthen, straighten out that right leg. Press into the outer edges of your right foot. And breathe. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Sinking a little deeper in your hips. Feel that burn in your left quad as you take right hand down and back, opening you up to warrior 2. So again, you can step your right foot back in a 90-degree angle if your hips are a little tight. That's going to help open up your hips. Bend into your left knee. Press shoulder blades together. Slightly tuck that tailbone in, keeping your core engaged. Gaze out at left fingers. Extend forward. Flip your palm and exalt your warrior. Keep a bend in that left knee. Gaze down at your right foot. Slide your right hand down your right leg. Lengthen through your left side body. Breathe. As you exhale, bring left elbow to left knee. Extend right arm up. And bring right bicep to right ear. Press shoulder blades together. Engage your core. Notice if you're pressing deep into that left knee. See if you can release that pressure. 2 more breaths here. Nice. Come back up into your warrior 2. Core is engaged. Nice. Straighten out your left knee. Pull that left hip back as you extend your left arm forward. Fold into your triangle. Press shoulder blades together. You can bring your left palm to your shin, to your ankle. You can even bring it to the inside or the outside of your left foot. Breathe. Press into both of your heels. Feel that stretch throughout your inner left thigh. And slowly, we're going to fold forward into our pyramid pose. So if your right foot was at a 90-degree angle, when you fold, your right heel should start to slide back into that 45-degree angle. Frame your left foot. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Continue to bring your chin towards your chest, maybe forehead to knee, as you pull that left hip back and draw your right hip forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. This time, roll onto your right toes, bend into left knee. Bring right palm underneath right shoulder. You're gonna twist to the left. Notice if that left knee pokes out towards the left. See if you can bring it back in. Connect your left knee with your right armpit. Extend left arm, or you can bring left palm to left hip. You can stay right here. If you'd like to deepen your practice, extend that left arm up. You bring left bicep to left ear. Play with it here. But continue to press your shoulder blades together. And exhale, frame your left foot. Engage your core. Send your left leg all the way up. Stack your hips, bend left knee. Make two big circles clockwise, and then counterclockwise. Ooh, kick that left leg all the way back up. Square your hips this time. Point your left toes down towards the earth, and slowly bring that left foot down. Inhale, shift into a plank. Exhale, lower into your flow of choice. Inhale into cobra. And this time, exhale into child's pose. Bring your knees together, forehead to the ground. Press into your palms. Allow your sit bones to connect with your heels. Then release, bring your arms at your sides, allowing them to rest, opening up your shoulder blades. 5 deep breaths here. Reconnect with your intention. So we begin to make our way into our cool down, bringing us into our yin practice. Feel that prana flowing all through your body, waking you up like a cup of coffee. Then extend arms out in front of you. Press into your palms and walk your hands back to meet your knees. So you're sitting onto your shins. On an inhale, circle arms up. On an exhale, twist to the right. Placing left palm on right knee, right hand to left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze out at your left shoulder. Release your twist, come back to center. Inhale, circle arms up overhead. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Placing left hand to right foot, right palm to left knee as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, gaze out at your right shoulder. And release your twist, come back to center. Going into our camel pose. Shift forward onto your palms, tuck your toes, and then come back onto your knees. So I'll do it in this direction so that you can see me. We're going to take a nice gentle approach to our camel. So taking your right hand to the back of your sacral, left hand to your sacral as well. You want your fingers to point down towards your glutes And your wrists to rest right against your sacral, against your tailbone. Try to bring your elbows close together. Gaze out in front of you. So you're going to start to push your hips forward as you tilt your head back and start to lean back, creating a slight back bend. Gently tilting your head up towards the ceiling, or gazing up towards the ceiling. So notice here, you want to continue to push those hips forward. And then exhale, slowly come back to center. Now we're going to go into our full camel expression. So inhale, take your left arm, lengthen through the spine, reach all the way up. We're going to take that left hand back to meet our left heel. Same time, inhale, circle that right arm all the way up. Start to gaze up at your right palm. Continue to shift your hips forward. So notice here if you're leaning back, see if you can press into that left heel and bring your hips forward. Nice. Exhale, come all the way up. Inhale, bring right palm to right heel. To do that, we're going to inhale, lengthen through our right arm. Exhale, circle that right arm back to meet our right heel. Inhale, reach that left arm all the way up. Again, lead your hips forward. Gaze up at your left palm. Exhale, release, slowly come back up. Go ahead and bring palms to the ground in front of you. Inhale, or exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into cow. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Cross your ankles and you're going to shift back to sit on your sit bones. Coming into your easy cross leg. And then again, making our way into a very nice, relaxing yin part of our practice. Bring your heels together. We're going into a full butterfly expression. You can start to stretch out some of that flesh from your sit bones. That's going to help you sit up nice and straight here. Interlace your fingers and wrap them around your toes. If this is a little much for you, you can interlace your index and middle finger around your big toe. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, we're going to fold with our hips forward. Fold, fold as much as possible here. Maybe you're just right here today. Maybe you'd like to bring your chin to chest. You can press your elbows into the ground or press elbows into your knees or your shins just for a moment here. So this is a more contracted butterfly pose. If you notice, we're pressing into our knees. This is a very active butterfly. We're going to release that pressure and just gently fold forward now. Release your arms, bring chin to chest, and just naturally fold here. Creating a more passive butterfly. You can bring your palms to face up, as I'm doing so right now. This will create a more passive approach to your butterfly. If you start to press into palms, you'll start to want to fold and press into your palms, making it a little bit more active. But since we're going into yin, we're creating more passive stretches, creating a deeper spiritual practice. Slow down your breath here. And slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Ooh. Bring the bottoms of your feet onto the ground, hands behind your hips, and then windshield wipe your knees. Just releasing some of that tension. And then extending your arms out in front of you, or your legs up, in front of you, coming into your stack pose. We're going to do a half butterfly, bringing our right foot in to meet our our inner left thigh. Your left foot can kind of slide over to the left corner of your mat. It doesn't necessarily need to be right in front center. So when you bring that right foot in, you may notice your left leg wants to slide over to the left a bit. That's perfectly fine. Shift forward so that you're seated on your sit bones. And then we're going to slowly fold forward onto that left knee. Again, very passive stretch here. You can grab hold of your left ankle. You can deepen your fold and then release. Allow yourself to naturally fold here. Reconnect with your attention. Visualize your breath flowing into those tight spaces in your hamstring, in your hip flexor. Notice if you're able to sink a little deeper. Slowly begin to come back up. Bring your right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, you're going to swing that left arm all the way up, lifting your hips and just stretching out your hips, creating a little back bend. Gaze up at your left palm. And exhale, come back down to the ground. Bring your left heel in. Extend right leg out. So we're coming into that half butterfly. So left heel touches the inside of your right thigh. And again, you can bring that right leg to stretch out towards the right side of your mat. Removing some of that flesh and shifting forward so we're sitting up nice and straight here. On an exhale, begin to fold onto that right knee. You can grab hold of your right ankle for a moment, deepening your stretch. And then you want to release, allow your entire body to fold. If you notice your left shoulder kind of wants to raise up so that you're folding in this direction, but try to square off your shoulders so that your chest and your chin start to lean in towards that right knee. And breathe here. Notice with every exhale, can you deepen your practice? And slowly roll back up, one vertebra at a time. This time stretch out both of your legs. You can wiggle out your legs for a moment here, releasing some of that tension. Bring your feet from side to side, wiggling it all out. Coming back into your stack pose. Remove some of that flesh from your sit bones. You're sitting up nice and tall this time. Feet are flexed. On your next inhale, circle arms up overhead. Now I will tell you this, if you would like a prop or a pillow in this fold, you can grab a pillow and fold forward, bringing the pillow to rest on top of your knees and then folding forward. If that feels good for you, you can do that today. Or you can release the pillow and completely fold here. You can also bring a pillow. I know I said no props, but this is also really good if you're struggling with keeping your back straight. Just bring the pillow to rest on the edge of your sit bones. Notice here my back is completely straight. On an exhale, fold. And relax here. Feel that stretch throughout your lower back, tops of your glutes. Now we're not necessarily trying to bring our forehead to our shin or forehead to knee. We're just naturally folding here, creating a very passive fold. Notice with every exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Slowly begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. And inhale, just circle your arms up, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, release. Slowly bringing palms to your thighs. We're going to bring both of our feet over to the left. Release the pillow if you had one. And then shift forward into a tabletop. We're going to start to lower down into a Sphinx pose. So belly, all the way to the ground here. In your Sphinx pose, the more your elbows raise, the more you have your elbows up in front of you, the less of a back bend that you'll have. So you can decide today if you want to take it easy and just slide those elbows a little bit more forward. If you would like to intensify your back bend in your Sphinx pose, just slide your elbows to align with your shoulders. You don't want it to go any further than that. Just bring them underneath shoulders. Start to lead your heart forward. Release the tension in your glutes and your hamstrings. Now, what happens here is we tend to start to lift our chin, lift our head, and start to gaze up towards the ceiling. We're not doing that today. We're just going to keep our chin pushed in towards our neck. Continue to lead your heart through your arms. And breathe. Feel that subtle back bend. And exhale, release. Bring your right cheek to the ground. Extend your right arm, keeping your right elbow bent, but just extend that right arm out towards the right side. You want your elbow to rest a little higher than your right shoulder. Keep right palm into the ground, press into your left palm, and roll over to the right. Now from here, you can keep your legs straight if you like, but to go into a little bit more of a yin pose, we can bend our knees and just rest here, stretching out that shoulder, our right shoulder. And again, I like to keep that right elbow just a little higher than your right shoulder to make it a little bit more passive, a little bit more gentle. Notice if you're tensing up your left arm or your left shoulder. See if you can release that tension. Gently release, straighten out your legs, roll onto your belly, and bring left cheek onto the ground or to the mat. Slowly draw that right palm back underneath your right shoulder or bringing it in front of your nose. Then bending your left elbow, sliding that left elbow a little bit higher up than that left shoulder. Again, rolling onto your left side. Bend your knees here. You can keep right palm to the ground. You can even take your right hand extended behind your back. You'd like to deepen this stretch a bit more. And relax. Breathe into that left shoulder. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Let go of any tension throughout your jawline, throughout that right shoulder, that right arm. Notice if you're pressing your knees together, release that pressure. Slowly begin to roll onto your belly. If your right hand was behind your back, bring that right palm to the ground to help with that transition of bringing belly back to the ground. We're going to bring palms underneath our shoulders and inhale, come up into a cobra. Just releasing all of that tension. Feel your shoulders roll back. And exhale, come back onto the ground. Take your right hand, thread it through your chest. That's going to help you slide and roll onto your back. So in our back, we're going to keep our feet together or feet pressed into the ground, knees about hips width distance. Creating a little bridge pose, really working on our back bends today. Bring your hands to your sides, palms pressed into the ground. Chin tucks towards your chest. As you inhale, lift your hips off the ground. Lift, lift, lift as high up as possible. And exhale, slowly release one vertebra at a time. Bend your knees, draw them into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Roll from side to side. Ooh, very good. Counteracting those back bends, massaging our spine. You can make 2 big circles with your knees together, massaging your sacral, tops of your glutes. Very good. And then bring both of the bottoms of your feet onto the mat. We're going to take our left leg, extend it up, Bring left ankle to meet your right knee. Coming into a variation of your pigeon pose. Inhale, kick that right leg up. Bend your right knee. Keep both feet flexed here. You see that left ankle. You don't want your left ankle to press onto your right knee. You want to slide that left ankle towards the outside of your right knee. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh and start to bring that right knee into your chest as you push that left knee away from you. Keep your head on the ground, shoulders to the ground. Release the pressure in your shoulders and breathe. Release your hands from the backs of your thighs. We're going to shoelace our legs. So bring your left knee over your right knee. See if you can bring from here, we're not going to wrap our feet or ankles together. We're just crossing our knees. So left knee over right knee or right thigh. Start to push both of your knees into your chest. If you can, see if you can grab hold of your feet and see if you can bring your feet apart and pull your feet down. Breathe into those tight spaces in your hips. The goal here is to extend your legs away from each other while bringing knees in towards your chest. And release. Gently bring both of your feet onto the ground. Windshield wipe your knees. Ooh, releasing all of that tension. Nice. And then coming into one more bridge pose. Palms flat out at your sides. Knees are about hips width distance. Inhale, lift your hips off the ground. Roll thighs inward. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. This time we're going to kick that right leg up. Bring right ankle to left knee. Again, you want the ankle to poke out towards the outside of that left knee. Keep right foot flexed as you lift your left leg up. Left foot is flexed, left knee is bent. Interlace fingers behind your left thigh. Bring that left knee in towards your chest as you push that right knee away from you. Breathe here. Breathe into those tight spaces in your hips. Release the tension in your shoulders. Allow your head to rest on the ground. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. That's okay. Just continue to breathe. And release. This time we're going to bring our right knee over our left thigh, right, and then bend your knees. Pull those knees into your chest. Again, see if you can grab hold of your feet. Start to bring your feet away from each other as you pull those knees in towards your chest. You notice this is a variation of our cow face pose. So we're doing our cow face, we're just doing it laying down on our backs. Notice the difference when we're on our back rather than seated upright. Can you deepen your pose? Can you bring your knees a little closer to your chest? Can you widen your feet a bit more? And release. Gently bring the bottoms of your feet to the ground. Windshield wipe your knees. If you would like to go into one more bridge variation, I know I said the last one was our last one, but you can make this one your last bridge variation. Lifting your hips and then releasing your hips back onto the ground. This time we're going to kick both of our legs up. Point and flex your feet. Circle out your ankles. Playing a bit here. And then bend your knees. Grab hold of the outer edges of your feet coming into your happy baby. You can roll from side to side. Come back to center. Notice if your sacral, your tailbone is lifted. Press into your tailbone as you bring your knees a little closer to the ground. And release. Bring knees into your chest. Drop both of your knees over to the left side. Extend right arm, right shoulder to the ground. Gaze out at your right shoulder. 5 breaths here. Continue to relax and release any tension in your arms or your shoulders. Slowly roll onto your back. Give yourself one more hug, knees into your chest. And drop your knees over to the right as you extend left arm, left shoulder to the ground. And close your eyes and gaze out at your left shoulder. Slowly roll back to center. Bring your knees into your chest, forehead up to your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze this morning. Contracting every muscle in your body, crunching of your toes. Make fists with your hands. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it all together, and then let it all go as you settle into your Shavasana. Extend your legs out in front of you. Arms are at your sides. Press shoulder blades together. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Allow your eyes to sink back into their sockets. You begin to create space between your brows. Visualize a bright white light of peace and clarity, love and acceptance. Visualize that nice, bright white light resting at the center of your forehead, warming up your body, warming up your heart, settling you into that stillness. Begin to wiggle out your toes. Wiggle out your fingers, bringing awareness into our bodies. And roll your head from side to side. Stretching arms up overhead. Point and flex your feet. And bend your knees, draw them into your chest. Give yourself one big squeeze. Drop your knees over to the right as you extend right arm, resting your head on your right bicep. Press into your left palm and slowly roll up into an easy cross leg. And bringing palms together at heart center. May the long sun continue to shine on you. May love always surround you. May your internal light continue to guide you throughout this journey of life. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay safe. Namaste. Just unmute everyone.